Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, well met greetings every single one of you travelers and Hearthstone fanatics. We're back now in Group D of eHL Season 1 Cycle Number 1, and it's the first game of Group D here. We have two very, very strong players coming out here in Group D, and it's going to be Kyenn versus JoeyA. My name is Larc, and I'm going to be joined with a very special guest today, and his name is Bjorn. What's up, man?
Hi everyone.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, it's an honor to be here today. So I'll do
Awesome.
my best.
No problem, man. No problem. Hope you have a lot of fun here
Yeah.
casting with us. We've been doing this for a while already. You saw how Seth was casting.
Yep.
He puts a lot of puns. Sometimes I just feel like killing him. So hopefully,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, hopefully things will go well. And I'm super excited for this game. I mean, I'm unfortunately you can't have the deck list. I know that. I'll
Yeah,
just
it's
point
fine.
some things out. I do believe it's gonna be a mirror matchup. Some little insight. So I think it's gonna be a druid versus a druid here, which could be
Okay.
pretty much interesting. So just gonna wait for the players to quickly jump into this game already because we want to get this on the road. And
Hmm.
do you have any insight as to what the current decks are for
For
druids?
druids?
Yeah.
Well, for druids, typically there are like three kinds of decks right now.
Hmm.
So the most popular one would be the decks that were made popular by Strifecrow.
Right.
So for Strifecrow, you actually introduced two decks. One is the Watcher's Druid, whereby it has a lot of taunts and it holds off a lot of early aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, there's a lot of bursts because there are things like Ancient Watcher where you can silence to get an early aggression with Innovate. And
Yep.
of course, the Force of Nature combo is Savage Raw.
Yeah.
The other one would be the typical Control Druid, which don't make use of the Ancient Watchers, but instead play more late game and place the higher drops like Ragnaros and Scenarios.
Yeah, and all
Uh,
right throws and all
and
that kind of jazz,
Right.
etc.
Yeah, and of course the third one would be is beyond the rise lately. It's actually it's I guess it's considered as an aggressive deck because like what they do is it's actually like a token deck. So what they do is they play a lot of tokens like making use of the Violet Teacher and the Master, and then they'll try and mass the board as much as they can, and then they'll just like go a huge burst with Savage Raw.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Well, I think we're very a lot of the players I guess you could safely say in this tournament so far from what you've observed, a lot of them like their Strife Pro Druid.
Yeah.
Aside from the control, they really like to burst people in the face. So bloodlusted, with the Savage Roar and the Force of Nature is such a force to be reckoned with. 9 mana cost, and
Yeah,
it does
no,
like a lot of damage.
yeah, I mean, 9 mana cost for a base damage of 14 and with a possibility of even more is very, very good for a finisher because sometimes it's just a bit hard to close out the games and that combo finishes it up. Lah.
Mhm, for sure. All right. Anyways, we're gonna jump right into this game right here. Look at Kien's hand. He has Innervate, Nat Pagel, whole bunch of jazz, but not gonna do anything right there. As for JoeyA, seems like he also has nothing to play. Do you think coining into? Nope, he's just gonna go ahead and pass.
Yeah, I mean, usually for a Druid Mirror, you don't want to really rush into things unless you're very confident that you can like innovate out into like something with very high toughness that doesn't go away right away.
Yeah, for sure. Things like Druid of the Claw are really awesome.
Yep.
It's so funny to see a turn one Druid. What turn one Druid of the Claw? Pretty interesting. But yeah, well, not turn one. Actually, that's not enough
No,
mana.
it's possible if you have
It's
like a double
possible.
innovate.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. So Think Master Overspark actually going to be quickly used here against Nat Pagel, and Nat Pagel unfortunately was not able to draw him a card.
That was a very huge gamble to be honest.
Hmm. And it
Yeah,
doesn't pay off apparently, as you can see here. It's a
apparently
5/5. It's pretty
this is
hilarious
one
to
of
see.
the worst possible thing that can happen right now to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually putting Joey A in a very tough end of things because he's going to be able to take a lot of damage right now in this turn. 5 damage to the face. That's a 5/5, and he doesn't have anything that can really deal with that right now.
Yeah, like he's probably gonna get a beating for like maybe the next two turns until turn five where he can like starfall away the dinosaur there.
Exactly. The Devils are a really, really strong 5/5. That's so weird. But Kane, interesting. Seems like he's Just gonna go ahead and he's not even gonna play the loot hoarder. It's kind of weird though. I don't know. Do you think he should
Um,
have played the loot hoarder?
I mean, I I would have played the loot hoarder because like it still generates a draw, but
Right.
yeah, but on hindsight, it will just die to like the shapeshift right away anyway.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Well, anyways, on the board right now you have a 5/5 Devil Sword and a 4/5 Twilight Drake. So a
Yeah.
lot of big minions on the board by Kyenn right now.
Yeah. I guess one of the better plays is to like silence the Twilight Drake, but I guess he
He
decides
goes
to go with the loot hoarder.
Yeah, and that's probably just gonna die right
Yeah.
now. It's pretty hilarious if you ask me. And he can even just forget about it and just silence this loot, or maybe not even. Do you think it's worth it for him to silence right now the loot hoarder?
The loot hoarder, nah. I mean, it's just better off just like trading normally and just hitting face, cause you tend to not want to drag out a very long game against Druids, especially if it's a mirror game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So it seems like he's gonna go ahead and use the innervate into the ancient of lore, and he's gonna get a Ysera and Raph. So
Oh,
he's looking really, really good right now. Pretty fine. He had a lot of cards that he can play for the next couple of turns, and JoeyA still no response.
yeah, but look at the current board position right now. I think Joey is in a very tight spot right now, and Ken is actually very far ahead. So it might take quite a bit of work to swing the momentum back on his favor.
Yeah, seems like he's gonna have to just swipe here. I think that next turn, I don't know. What do you think he should do for the next turn?
Hmm.
Because he's like so far behind. He's already down to 6 life. He can't afford to attack into this. It doesn't. I think it's ultimately gonna come back to whether or not he's gonna be able to top deck his second swipe.
Oh. Um. Well, being down at 6, I think this is probably game right now, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, exactly. Down to 6 next turn. Starfall plus hero power. Yeah, it's
Yes. Like,
probably dead. Pretty much dead. Keeper of the Grove as well. Look at how much damage is happening. Down to only 3. Yeah, it's probably game over. I think JoeyA knows it.
yeah.
And that was just really, really quick work coming up from Kyenn. Oh, he at least gets the top deck. That's
Yeah.
good for him. Yeah, that,
Let's see. Would that help much? Not really.
yeah, he's still dead. Like, even if he does that, if I'm not mistaken, wait, Starfall doesn't affect heroes, right? Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah, so unfortunately,
I mean, he could swipe, and armor up, but then I'm pretty sure Ken is able to close out the game in the next turn anyway.
yeah, he has a swipe available in his hand, so he's just gonna swipe his face, and he's dead. So pretty much over right now. Are we gonna see the BM swipe? Is it gonna come out? There we go, and that's game set and match for Kane. He gets the first match here against JoeyA. Well played by him. He
Yep,
had
yep.
complete advantage that whole time. I don't know. What do you think about the game though? That was pretty insane.
I think the Ting Master was the one that really nailed the nailed
Yeah,
the nailed the coffin.
yeah, that is definitely true. He completely screwed himself over with that devil. You know, it's so it's a card that just makes or breaks games. But even then, I don't think it was that worth a target to do it on Nat Piggle.
Yeah, it wasn't. I
So
mean, he could have just be patient and like silence it later, or just making use of a minion to kill it. But definitely not the Ting Master.
yeah, for sure. So, anyways, can't wait to see this next game. And unfortunately for JoeyA, he is going to be forced to go with his next deck, and it looks like he's going to go with something called 18 Dragon Smacks. It's a Shaman deck. Now, this is actually pretty interesting. Like, we always talk about this before. Shamans and Druids, usually 50-50% chance. Who do you give more of a favor to?
Well, I mean, between these two classes, it's all about the battle of board control. And once either side gets control of the board, it usually like spirals quite out of control. So the early game is usually very important.
Yep, for sure. Early game indeed. Early game. Let's see here. Starting hand for the Druid is actually going to be a Ragnaros, and Starfall. But looking at the hand for Joey A, he's got a Flame Tongue Totem. He's got his Manatide Totem. That's really good. At least he gets
Yeah,
his
that's
card.
very, very good.
Yeah, he has a Lightning Bolt and Earth Element as well. What do you think he should mulligan in this situation?
Probably an elemental, and he can keep the rest.
Oh, he's actually gonna go ahead and keep elemental, but
Oh,
take away
just
the mana and he gets a second Earth elemental.
oh
Oh,
god.
this is looking pretty bad from the start. And look at Kyen's hand. Nat
Oh
Pagel already there.
yeah,
Wow. And double innervate. Holy crap. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. And I think JoeyA is probably thinking he should have just kept those cards because that might have actually helped him a lot. Like turn 2 he could have actually just coined out the Mana Tide and helped himself over there, but Nat Pagel's gonna come out for here for sure. Let's see if he's gonna be able to fish out some bagels. Is
oh
he? Yes, he
yeah.
is. Wow,
Uh,
and it's Ysera. Now that's a very tasty bagel indeed.
well, he could actually like wait for a turn 5 double innovate Sarah, but
Oh, no, that would be pretty insane. But of course, on the side of JoeyA, he does have a hex there, so I can always use that for quick work against the Ysera.
yeah,
But if Ysera gets, I don't know, gets a pretty strong card, that would be pretty. That'd still be pretty good. But I don't think he wants to take the risk.
yeah. I mean, Joey's trying to go safe now. Like
Joey,
he didn't coin into the Pharaoh spirit, so he's like trying to play as safe as he can right now.
yeah, he's really far behind. I do believe the next play here could probably be the Innervate Druid of the
Right?
Claw. Yeah, and it seems like he's gonna go ahead and do that, and he has the bear form, so pretty hard for Joey A to actually deal with this right now, unless he's thinking of using his hex.
Using a hex might be it's a bad idea to be honest.
For sure.
Okay, so he actually Pharaoh Spirit, so he'll be set back to 2 mana next turn, and looking at his hand, well, he could just total out or do a removal, but depending on what Kyenn is gonna do next, he's probably like gonna Wrath one and kill the other and probably just pass the turn.
Yeah, seems just about right. Yeah, well, maybe not pass, maybe just attack face with his Euro
Oh yeah,
power. Always want to make use of all that mana. He's gonna go ahead and do that, like you nicely mentioned there. Still a 4/4 on the board, and that Pago's still alive. That's definitely gonna help out a lot. Is he gonna get a card draw? Wow,
oh,
that's a second one, and another Druid of the Claw. Okay, cool story, bro. Turn 5, a second Druid of the Claw could be coming out here. For King and Joey A. He's in a tough spot. He's really in a tough spot. What do you think he should do here?
for Joey, I mean, from what I can see, he has no choice but like coin and pass the turn because he can't really take out the Druid.
Hmm.
Yeah, but well, I mean, he could rock by there and bolt it, but it's pretty much of a waste there.
Yeah.
So probably has to be patient for now.
Yeah, he probably should. Just totem up and end the turn. I don't
Cause,
even.
cause I
Uh,
wouldn't overload, cause like he can actually play the Earth Elemental next turn.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So just hero power, pass. Hopefully he does that.
hopefully.
Joey is really thinking hard, and it's such a huge waste. I mean, that's 2 cards just for that 1 card right there. So always want to get that value.
Yeah, Druid of the Claw is like one of the good value cards out there.
Hmm. Interesting. So he played the Flametongue Totem, which I think is just gonna die here. Good.
He might just coin and rock biter to get rid of the
Kill.
Druid.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but it doesn't do it at all. So
Oh,
don't really like that play because that totem's gonna die anyways.
yeah. Let's see, at 5.
Hmm.
Yeah, you could just like get rid of the totem and just play a second taunt.
Yeah. Do you think he should play a taunt, or do you think he should just play for like that rush, that 4/4?
Well, I think a taunt would be good because well, shamans are like spellcasters, so like at 6 toughness is pretty hard to remove anyway.
Yeah, that is that is definitely very true,
Uh,
for sure, for sure. So here he's really thinking hard. I'm not gonna let the card go. Never gonna give it up. Too in love with it. But I think the first thing he should do is definitely just get rid of that flame tongue
the
druid.
flame tongue totem, yeah, definitely. Cause Earth Elemental next turn being a 9/8, yeah, it's gonna be pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Here's the interesting thing to note though. If Joey A plays his Earth Elemental next, Kyenn is gonna get a 5 mana cost 7/8, and it's not gonna overload him. with
Oh
that
yeah.
with the faceless manipulator. Do
Hmm,
you think
that's.
he should? Do you think he should faceless manipulator here? Hmm.
I mean, to deal with the current plot, he does kind of have to run in the two bear.
Or he could go for YOLO play and innervate YOLO Ragnaros.
Yeah, he could do that, but it's probably gonna get hacked anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if it does get hacked, then oh, he's okay,
Yep. So he's gonna copy this.
and run the two
Run.
into.
Yeah.
Which
For
means that Joey will be in quite a predicament because he only has like 3 mana left for this turn, and there's no way he can deal with that unless he decides to hex it.
Wow, and Kyenn, holy crap, again, 3 for 3, Bagel doing work. He got a Black Knight, and a Black Knight's gonna do a lot of work here, because in case the second Earth Elemental is gonna come out, that's gonna be easily countered. And now, there is this option, well, I guess the only thing for him to do here is to kind of like,
He'll probably innovate Ysera here.
yeah, so at least Ragnaros won't get hexed. This is definitely gonna get hexed, for sure. If, if JoeyA is able to get his second one out. That is if.
Yep. And that 12 toughness is pretty hard to remove.
Mhm. He gets the laughing. Is that the laughing sister? Yeah, the laughing
Yeah, definitely
sister.
system.
Yeah, that's the big sister of the fairy dragon, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't really know my lore very well.
Oh no, no. I mean that was okay. Never mind. That was
Uh,
a joke, but I think that was pretty bad if you
uh,
didn't get it. But yeah, I mean the laughing sister, it has magic immunity. Is that correct?
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So no spells and abilities are able to target her.
For sure.
Let's see.
And hence that's why I said it's the bigger sister of the fairy dragon. But it's okay. Yeah, we'll forget about that. It's a pretty lame joke. Oh, look at this. This Earth Elemental is gonna be cannon fodder for the Black Knight right here, and he's gonna be
Yeah,
so happy.
definitely.
Unfortunately, he didn't get his second hex, so he's actually in a really tough spot.
Yeah, I think Ken probably has the game here more or less already. As long as well he plays safe and continues to maintain the bot position.
Here we go. Black Knight value.
That Knight,
He's gonna kill that off.
you
He
could
gets
just kill the ooze and proceed to like build up the bot.
yep. Ooze and attack face.
Is he gonna?
Ooze and attack face. I said, ooze. Okay, it seems like he's having a little bit of trouble here, deciding what he wants to do. But of course,
Yeah.
no, without a doubt, he definitely should just ooze and attack face. And let's see. Oh, that is 4-4. Okay, I'm calling it right now. I think Kyenn, he probably tweaked his Nat Bagel to Big Bagel every single time, because he has gone 4-4. Two Laughing Sisters. Wow, that's insane. That's two Magic Immunity minions already right now, and that's pretty scary, because those are, if I'm not mistaken, they're at 3 damage and 5 life, right?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, the next play for Kenny might probably just go for Twilight Drake to get like the maximum health right there.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's currently at 9 hand.
Yep.
So the next draw will just make it at 10.
Exactly. So he's gonna be very, very much happy here with the way this is gonna go. He actually goes ahead and uses the Rock Biter himself, so he's gonna
And
be able to win free twice. It's 5 damage, and he's gonna at least be able to take out Peggle, who's, you know what? He's already gotten so much value there for Kyenn. Look at his hand; it's so full right now. He definitely needs to expend some cards, because he might get, if he goes with cards, he's gonna lose some cards right now.
that's pretty surprising because like at 5 attack he could actually kill the Black Knight, but he didn't choose to.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I think he's just a little bit afraid with the fact that that Net Piggle has been drawing so much shit right now that he's so far behind.
Yeah, that's true, but a little bit too late for that. Like the damage has been done.
Exactly, exactly. So here, I guess his he's gonna go for a Sunwalker, which is actually really, really good here as well.
Yeah, and the
Laughing
Lesson
Sister,
Sister.
yeah. Since there really is no need to keep that on the in the hand right there.
Yeah, and Ken is playing very very safe here, just clearing the board whenever he has the opportunity to.
Ooh, that okay. What is that minion? That's an Emerald Drake.
So Emerald Drake is at 7/6 I think, and yeah, it's just a very high value 4 mana minion, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
This is pretty insane. This is getting out of control right now. Like
Yeah.
Ysera has been giving him so many good cards. I'm surprised he hasn't even
On top
gotten.
with Nat Pago.
Yeah, on top of Nat Pagel, exactly. We went 4-4. Those bagels were raping JoeyA pretty hard, to be honest. And
Yeah, it's like on the average it's like drawing 2 cards every turn, and the card advantage is like doubled right now.
yeah, it's just insane. It really is. The Manatite Totem is finally here. That's at least gonna draw him a card after this. He has another Rock Biter, so seems like he's just gonna go ahead and pass that though.
Hmm.
Well, in his next turn, he could ping off the shield and then Rock Biter kill both of that, but he's still in a really really tough spot right now.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's pretty hard for Joey to like win the game right now, to be honest.
You mean the Druid to lose again?
I don't know, it's pretty hard for the Druid to lose the game.
The Twilight Drake, look at that. That's a 410. That's insane.
And the Yeti.
Oh my god, so many high value targets. Emerald
Oh,
Drake,
Emerald
4
Drake.
mana cost, 7/6, and hero power, hit the face.
It's
Gets
probably just
rid-
gonna clear the board slowly again.
yeah, here we go. This is just, oh my god, this is just disgusting, man. This
Or he
is,
decides to just go for face on the way.
yeah. Ragnaros could probably be his final minion on the board there. I think that's all he needs. It's pretty insane.
Even without Rag, he has already won the game. That's like what 4, 8, 12, 16. That's like 26 damage on board right there.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Look, he actually goes and silences the Twilight Drake instead of anything else, because he's like, you know what? I lost this game. Screw it, the hell. And I don't know. His only option here is to kill himself faster by running himself into a bigger minion. Bigger
Oh
minion.
yeah, I mean it's pretty done deal here. Like yeah, I mean he has to bypass a Divine Shield and a Taunt, and then there's just too many big minions on board right now.
Yep, yep, for sure. He could the Rock Biter here, hit the 4/5, and then kill
And
himself
kill
a little bit
himself.
faster. Yeah, kill himself a little bit faster by hitting the 7/6. Come on, just do it, bro. Do it for the people. But it seems like he's I like his attitude at least. At least he has that never give up, never die, never surrender kind of attitude. Although we all know pretty
uh,
well what's gonna happen here. I mean, he can lightning bolt this. It will deal 4 damage, but he has to still waste another.
yeah, that's
If
right.
he gets
I
a
think
spell
he's gonna try
totem,
for Spell Totem.
yeah,
No problem.
a spell totem. So yeah, rock biter it is. Rock biter
Run into the Sunwalker.
and run into the 7/6 for faster death. Is it gonna happen?
Most likely, I guess. I mean, he has already rock biter.
Yeah, there we go. He's gonna go ahead and hit the 4/5, and he's gonna lightning. Nope. He's gonna hit. Nope. He's gonna hit the
System.
laughing sister. Interesting. He's still dead though. So
Yeah.
double lightning bolts would at least kill off the 7/6, but that's still 8 damage in the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no way out of it. Is he?
Yeah, and that's game.
Yeah, that's game. That is game. That is just game. Look at that. He can even finish him up. He can BM finish him. There we go. That's the BM finish right there. The 7 damage to the face, -2 life. That's 2 games and a quick series. A really, really quick series, surprisingly. Kyenn
Yeah.
gets the upper hand against JoeyA. Bjorn, any thoughts about those games?
I don't know. The first game was pretty disappointing with like I think master mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
but and the second game like yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it was all about the early board control, and sadly the shaman didn't get the control that he needed early game,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then it just spiraled downhill all the way.
Yeah, it really was super scary. Plus the fact that so many bagels were being baked that day, and then Ysera on
Yeah,
top of that, and then like, uh, you know, awesome cards coming out like Black Knight killing off his Earth Elemental is just insane. Well, anyways, glad that you're here with casting with me. Guys, do stay tuned. We've got a lot more matches to cover. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
kind